Okay, morning.
Okay.
Okay, so hello.
Hello.
It looks like it's the great coming back. And so can you explain what happens during all this time and how it happens?
Well, in the years that we've not worked in Paris, in France and Europe, we worked in Japan and America mainly, and no record company before ever told us we were successful in France, so we never came. Nobody ever asked us to come here before, so that this is a new experience for us.
So you're coming back in France, but you were still playing?
I was still in America and Italy, Spain. We work all the time. We never retired. We just were not aware that we had an audience in France.
But what about the new songs? Because there were not too many even tonight.
Not too many new songs.
No.
Well, that is because the audience want to hear the old songs, because in the 80s when those songs were hit records, I did not work here very much, and the audience want to hear those songs. I really don't do work and think that's old, this is new. It's all one continuous piece of work. So even though those songs have been out before, it doesn't matter to me that the audience want to hear them now. It's just a song that I wrote. I wrote them.
But in Japan and in America, the audience is the same or it's very different?
The audience, we are a lot more successful in America and Japan, so the audience is a lot bigger. But it will grow here in time.
Yeah, I saw a video of the concert in Budokan.
Yeah.
Do you think you can make this in Europe one day?
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not in my control to make that happen.
And how can you explain that in Japan it's like this? And are you influenced by the manga and stuff like this?
We're in France because there is a demand, and we are with a new record company, and they are a young record company who are hungry for success, so they want us to work with them. When we were with CBS in the 80s, that record company was a very lazy record company. They did not want us to work. They put record out. If it's a hit, they take the money. If it's not a hit, we never had to work.
Okay. What do you think of the techno electro scene nowadays? And do you think you've been a part of this scene before?
I really don't think about it. I just do what I do. We do. The band do what we do, and we don't think about the techno scene. We just make pop music.
For you, it's pop?
Just pop music.
Okay. So, about fashion and mainly fashion after techno fashion, or even the return of the gothic and all this, what do you think about this?
I think that it's just another thing that people can have fun with. Fashion's not really very important, but it helps people to form their own identity. And if they choose to be a part of that, it can be very healthy. If somebody becomes a slave to fashion and has to have the latest thing all the time, and that they really become desperate, then they have to find themselves. But I think it's just a healthy thing for people to experiment with. People shouldn't really worry about what's in fashion, what's out of fashion. It's a form of self-expression like music. People can do what they want, really.
Mm-hmm. So do you think for a band you have to be a special look, or
no.
Is it important? No?
I think it will help you. I think it will help you because the public like to look at things that please their eye. It can help you, but if you don't have that, it's still what we do is about the music. So people should listen to music, but very often people look at music and look at the performer. We're just lucky, and I would do this whether I was a performer or not. I would look the same way. I do not look this way to please the audience. I do it to please myself. If somebody doesn't want to do this, doesn't want to look flamboyant and make a spectacle of themselves, that's their choice. It's about freedom of choice.
Okay, and about the Japanese cartoons, the mangas, do you think they influenced you for the way you look? Or?
No, absolutely not. I'm not trying to look Japanese. Actually, I think that question has no answer. It's a really silly question.
Okay. The new Dead or Alive, is it the same as the one 10 years before? Or
No,
it's just an evolution?
no. Dead or Alive evolves all the time because me, as the front person and songwriter, I change all the time. I think that Dead or Alive will always change, I will always change, and our relationship with our audience will always change. Sometimes it will be good, sometimes it will be bad, because I change all the time. I'm not a monument or a statue. I always want to live my life separate from the music and be or look and behave how I please.
Okay. What's about the lyrics? You're not very political or stuff like that, so do you need a band has to be political or talking about AIDS and stuff like this? You've got some kind of light lyrics.
I think other people, other artists, other politicians talk about those things enough. I don't need to talk about them. I'm not a politician, I'm just a singer, songwriter, performer. That's not an area that I feel qualified to dictate to the audience. If I had my way, I would never do any interviews, never go in the press, never go on TV and talk, because I'm a singer. So my views and my opinions are private and for me.
Okay, so what are your projects for the next 6 months?
We go to, when we leave Paris, we have I think we have 7 days of a break. Then we go out to America. We do a tour of America. Then I think we go to Southeast Asia, and then maybe if the record does well, we come back to France.
Yeah. There's a new record after New Cleopatra, or is this?
When this one is finished, there will be a greatest hits, a completely re-recorded new version of the older songs that maybe some people hear who were just children when they were out. Now people want to buy them, they're not available unless you are a collector and pay a lot of money. We're going to make the greatest hits album available next.
And there will be one CD with brand new songs? Or?
Then there will be brand new songs. When people are ready for it, and when the record company is more prepared, and when the media are more prepared for the fact that we're not going to go away, there will be new songs.
Is it possible to make an ID?
Yeah, what do you want me to say?
It's Pete Burns for MCM.
Okay. Hi, I'm Pete Burns from Dead or Alive for MCM.